The cornerstone was a 4,800 piece of North Carolina white granite. There was excitement in the air in Provincetown. The President of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt, would be arriving on the presidential yacht, named the Mayflower, from Oyster Bay, Long Island. On August 20th, 1907, people lined the shores, hung from balconies, perched on fences with their eyes fixed on the horizon line. Finally, at 9 a.m., you could see the faint bit of smoke rising from one of the two torpedo boats that accompanied the president. The USS Mayflower, a 270-foot yacht, sailed into Provincetown Harbor. 8 battleships in 2 squadrons formed an aisle for the presidential yacht to sail through. Each of the battleships gave a 21-gun salute. A newspaper report at that time said that there was so much smoke in the air, you almost could miss seeing the president. Once ashore, the president climbed into the first carriage with the governor of Massachusetts and also J. Henry Sears, the man who had made the passionate plea for the building of the monument. In carriage number 2 was the president's wife, Edith, his youngest son, Quentin, who at the time was 10, and his youngest daughter, Ethel, who was 16 years old. They proceeded in their carriages to High Pole Hill for a Masonic ceremony. Well, when you plan a large event like that, there are bound to be a few challenges, and there certainly was that day. 100 of the top-ranking Masonic officials had been invited to Provincetown to spread the cement on the cornerstone. It was a great honor, but the train was delayed. So the stone was ready, but many of the people in the crowd, and I'll show you a few pictures of the event, the large crowd had to wait. No one seemed to mind. Finally, the masons arrived, the stone was set, and the president delivered a speech to loud cheers. Later that evening, there was a dinner at the Provincetown Hall for 500 guests, and that went late into the evening. Residents who were not able to attend stood out on balconies straining to hear the speeches. It truly was the biggest event that Provincetown, or all of Cape Cod for that matter, had ever seen. In the spring of 1908, the plans were complete and bid requests were sent out. The lowest bid came in at $73,865. This did not include the windows, the shutters on the windows, the oak doors, or the lightning conductors. There were 3 requirements that were made for the building of the monument. Number 1, all of the granite had to come from a quarry in Stonington, Maine. And I know we have a few guests from Maine on board with us this week, and so that will be a proud moment for you to see where your granite went. The second requirement was that only fresh water could be used in the making of the cement and the mortar that would be used. And finally, the third requirement is that the monument had to be complete by December 31st, 1909, or a daily fine of $5 per day would be applied.